Hey guys, this is Odd1 Gaming. This is going to be another King Arthur Legends Rise video. In today's video, we're going to talk about Arsellus, one of the equipment dungeons, specifically the one that gives us the keepsake sets, and I'm gonna use a quirky DPS, right? I'm gonna use something that, you know what, this team is mostly obtainable or obtainable by most people. You are gonna need, or like, you know, what I'm gonna show you is just one hero that needs to be pulled. That's gonna be one legendary. Everybody else is pretty much free to play or easy to obtain. Now, before I jump into that, I want to mention, for those of you that are supporting me as a content creator, or for those that want me to want to support me as a content creator, there's gonna be a link in the description or pinned comment of this video. You can click that one, and then you're gonna, you know, it costs you nothing, helps me a ton. Also, again, for those that are already supporting, you have to click the extend support, because that's how they do it. Apparently, after the 15th of this month, the period ends, so you know, it's, you just have to extend for some reason. But let's jump into the video. Let me show you the team that I'm actually using. So this team is using Morgan, Gillian, which is the one that you need to summon, right? Or I'm gonna try and obviously look for a replacement. Then Cormac as Frost, even though he's wrong affinity, and then Sergius. So pretty much the way that this team is working is mostly relying on the attack gauge control for the boss, and obviously for the waves as well. The perfect combo of this team that pretty much works for most of the fights where you can do attack gauge control is Morgan, Sergius, that does a ton of attack gauge, as you can see over here. And then obviously Gillian, which does the same thing. If you have her passive skilled up, she's just amazing, where she pushes back attack gauge for the enemies, she boosts your attack gauge, and she's just, you know, one of the queens of attack gauge control. Then when it comes to Cormac, I chose to, I really wanted to use him. Normally in this team I'm using Bedivere, but you know, there are some people don't have him. You know, I've seen people complain it's always Bedivere. So now I just built actually my Cormac today. So I said, you know what, let me throw him in the team. Bedivere is obviously gonna be better, right? Because he does more damage. But I can show you that pretty much in this team, the DPS slot can be covered by anybody. I'm quite sure, maybe I'm gonna show another video where I'm gonna try and drop Gillian as well. Maybe I'm gonna show a video where I'm gonna use Rosier as a DPS as well. But this one works pretty fine. Again, just, it's not gonna be as fast with Cormac because, well, he's wrong element against Arsellus, right? He's Frost. Arsellus is Storm Relic, Storm Element, and that makes him do like 15% less damage. However, it still works. Again, because of that reason, it's gonna be a little bit slower. You don't do as much damage, but it still works. That's the reality. And again, that's what I wanted to show, that as long as you have the core of supports going in this team, you can use in the DPS whoever you want. So what Morgan brings obviously is attack gauge. She just keeps spamming that second skill, as you see over here. Then Gillian, she's spamming the second skill as well, because that's the one that brings attack gauge pushback alongside, you know, some healing, which normally you shouldn't need. There's enough attack gauge control in this team that you should not require that you know, that healing, because you're never getting hit, or at least I never get hit, or if I do, I only get hit once. However, you don't want to get hit while the boss gets this one ramped up, because that's kind of like the way. If you're gonna use the attack gauge route, right, where you keep pushing it back, you don't want to get hit, because he keeps ramping this up, and if he does hit us, right, if you miss, you know, several times, and he does hit us, he gains so much attack that he pretty much one-shots most of the team. However, you see that this one is slowly tracking through. It's going pretty easy, and it's pretty fun to do. Now, when it comes to Sergius, it's again really easy to obtain, because you can buy a copy of Sergius from the arena. It costs you, you know, just doing some arena. It does say there over there memory stone, but if you do purchase that and you don't have the hero, which you're not gonna be able to pull him, it's gonna give you the hero. That's something, that's a principle that works for any other you know, area of the game where they give you memory stone for a specific legendary. If you don't have the legendary, it actually gives you the hero instead. So that's why Sergius is really amazing. Plus Sergius's Flame Relic, everybody can obtain again from the clan shop. You know, pretty much Sergius is fully free to play, easy to obtain. Morgan, everybody gets for free. You just want to invest in her to get her Chivalry 3, which should be anyway your #1 priority in the game, to get her to C3, because that changes her Squall of Thorns, the one that lands this damage taken increase and the defense decrease. You want to have it C3, because otherwise it only activates on the first skill. And obviously for this fight, she's best to use the Flame second skill, to keep pushing the attack gauge, and then she lands this. You see we slowly take it down. So that's the first phase of the boss down. Now we're getting on to the second phase. Again, same principle, it still goes with the attack gauge control, and the boss, you know, is slowly gonna die. Again, it takes a little bit longer because I'm using Cormac, he's wrong element, but it still works. Then Gillian is, like I said, she's one of the ones that I pulled, and like, you know, it's, I cannot say an obvious replacement. Maybe it could work with somebody like a Clementine, or if you have like a Claudius that does attack gauge, that could work as well. But I guess I'm just gonna test. In the future, I'm gonna test this team with just, because honestly, if I just drop Gillian and I bring another rare or uncommon, even if I bring somebody else like that and this team's gonna work, then I can call this team fully free to play, right? Right now, it's not fully free to play because again, it has Gillian in it. But you see that we're slowly taking this one down. Let me just quickly show you the skill orders while we are over here. So Sergius, first priority, the third skill. This is the one that boosts attack gauge. Second priority, the first skill. You don't really care about the second one. When it comes to Cormac, first priority, the third skill. That's the one that hits harder. And then second priority, the first skill. You don't want him to use the second one. Just keep generating vigor if need be, or keep doing his slams. Gillian, second skill, and then Morgan, same thing, second skill. They only have this because both of them are in a vigor build. But this one is, again, pretty easy. It's like, you know, you saw the boss never gets a turn. Again, it is a bit slower, but it works, right? It works. It's 100%. This should never fail. And it's definitely a team I suggest for you to build. Now, the reason I made this video today is because we still have that New Year event where the requirements are to farm gear, right? The equipment dungeon stages, which is Arsellus, Apolea, or Escalhaig. So I said, what better time to release that than this one, especially because Arsellus actually gives more points for the sake of that event in order to get yourself the rewards. But you see, slowly we're taking it down, and then yeah, after this one's done, I'm obviously gonna go and show you the builds as well, because I already showed you a skilled order. Let me know in the comments down below, do you like this team? Do you not? Do you like the fact that I'm actually trying to, you know, use rares instead of Bedivere and stuff like that? I'm gonna try and do that more and more in the future, so I can make it more relatable for everybody, so that, you know, everyone can achieve this after you get to the right point in the game where you have enough, obviously, like I said, chivalries and equipment and all of that. But let's look at the build. So first one is Morgan. She is almost fully skilled up. Actually, she is fully skilled up. The number one that you want to skill up is this one, the Skull of Thorns. Then number two, if you know, hopefully get lucky, is the second passive, because this one keeps pushing attack gauge a lot more than what the relic actually does. She's 6-star awakened, then she's chivalry 3, like I mentioned. You can see that I've been saving. I have 73 legendary memory stones. I'm fully free to play. Never spent a dime in this game, but I've been saving them to use on the right one. But chivalry 3 is the one that makes it important, because it changes the activation to when attacking, not just when she uses skill 1. Her equipment, she's running vigor plus accuracy, and then for keepsakes, it's, you know, not important. Attack speed over here, effect accuracy over here, obviously attack speed on this one, and then effect accuracy on this one. Her total stats, 221 attack speed, 89% effect accuracy, and then nothing else really matters. Your priority is to get 70% at least effect accuracy, and then boost as much attack speed as you can. Now, ideally, you want to use vigor, because that way you're making sure that she always has that second skill available when she gets a turn. If you're using other sets, it might become a little bit more complicated. Then the next one in the team is Gillian. Again, she's fully skilled up as well. This one's the passive that has a chance, right? 100% chance to trigger when attacking. She reduces the attack gauge of 2 random enemies by 30%. That's what helps a ton. Then this one, it doesn't really matter for this fight. We get no abnormal statuses. And then this one, after healing an ally, she also has a chance to boost the attack gauge of 2 random allies. If you manage to get her chivalry 3, that one doubles. So that's gonna be even better, because you can do, like, you know, for 4 allies, a ton of attack gauge. But I don't have no chivalry on her yet. Oh yeah, I forgot to show Morgan's using her flame relic, 6-star. I do have some skill ups in it. Obviously, it does help a little bit, but it's not mandatory. Then Gillian's the flame one. Again, nothing in this one. Equipment, she's running vigor, accuracy, and immortal, because I could put immortal on her. This one helps as she heals. She gets more survivability with the barrier. She's gonna have effect accuracy on this one, because you need effect accuracy to push the attack gauge back. Attack speed on this one, and then over here I just went with whatever gives me effect accuracy, attack speed, and Also some recovery to boost her healing, attack speed on this one, then crit damage, I would prefer HP percent obviously, and then effect accuracy over here. Total stats again, 94% effect accuracy, maybe a little bit overkill, 192 attack speed, and then as much HP as you can get, that's what you should go for. Then the next one, Cormac, my DPS, he's in critical attack, and then for the keepsake he's in strife. He has defense over here. You can get on this, on the belt, you can only get defense or attack that would help him. Then with as much crit rate, crit damage, attack speed that you can. This one's attack speed. I think this one can also get hit accuracy if I'm not mistaken. That would be the preferred one. I might be wrong, but let me see if we put all of them. Yeah, so you can get hit accuracy. You'd prefer to get that, so, you know, for higher stages, he doesn't miss. I didn't have it, so I just went with attack speed. Then over here, you're going to see Pierce with crit rate and some attack. Attack percent on this one, critical rate on this one, and then attack percent over here. And his total stats are 2.7k attack, 2.3k defense. This does matter as he deals some damage based off of his defense. 166 attack speed, 70% crit rate, 43% crit damage. He's not the best build. This can be improved, but this is what I have on him for now. Passive's fully skilled up, 6-star awakened. He has a Chivalry 4, and then when it comes to Relic, he's using the Frost one. I went with the Frost one because this is the best. Possibly one of the best, if not actually the best AoE damage. I would have to look at the other ones, but this is insane damage for AoE, so I invested in this one. You obviously could try and go for this as well, because it can do some decent damage, or maybe even the Flame one, because it's, you know, pretty similar. But ideally, you want to go with the Frost one, because this is going to be his best relic for most areas of the game, as it does the most. It has the highest damage potential, right? Not only does he do damage a lot over here, but he also gets some bonuses if there's more enemies, so keep that in mind. And then I guess the last one in the team is Sergius. Again, another free-to-play one. He has some skill ups. This is the one that you want to prioritize if you get lucky. If you get this one, he gives some extra vigor every like 4 turns, so that can help. He's 3-star awakened. Tori did him 6-star. I did buy another copy to give him the Chivalry one, but it's not mandatory. You don't really need it. The thing that you need is his Flame Relic, because this is the one that if you have skilled up, it gives 60% attack gauge for all your team. Even if you don't have it skilled up, it's 40% attack gauge, which is massive. It's extremely good, so definitely you want to use this. This is going to be the most used one for any area of the game. When it comes to equipment, he's running Vigor set, and that's about it, right? The only thing that you care for him, or like priority number 1, is to have as much attack speed as possible. Now, if you want to take advantage of that passive as well, a little bit, that throws, let me show you which one. So let me go again. So his passive, let me see this one. When attacking, no, it's the first one. When an ally is hit, he attacks one enemy and then inflicts focus target and attack speed decrease if you have Chivalry 1 for 1 turn. So this helps you even more if you have some effect accuracy, because pretty much you're rotating already a lot of attack gauge between Sergius, Morgan, and Gillian, but also having attack speed decrease on the target is going to make him be even slower, which would almost guarantee that one's never gonna get a turn. So if you can get some effect accuracy, like you see that I have 53%, go for it. If not, just ignore it, give him as much attack speed as possible, and I would suggest go Vigor, because you're obviously using his 3rd skill, which uses 3 Vigor, so that's gonna be hard to keep up between the other ones doing their skills if you don't have this. But apart from that, yeah, 185 speed, 53% effect accuracy. He has effect accuracy over here, attack speed over here. It's only 3-star, obviously I can try and... Oh yeah, I have this one. I should go with this one, just level it up. I'm just really short on gold, as you can see. Then you're gonna see that on the ring. Let me just take this. On the ring is gonna be an attack speed one. It's in the speed set, it's just, you know, the offset pieces. Then it's critical rate over here. He almost never attacks, so it doesn't really matter. Effect accuracy over here, and that's about it. Everything else as much attack speed as I can get. But yeah, that pretty much covers it for today. That's my team that I can beat Fortress of Arsellus on stage 10 with. However, I'm gonna throw my Bedivere back in this team because it obviously is faster. I'm not gonna make it harder for myself if I can do it better. I just wanted to show that it works with somebody else as a DPS. And, you know, it's pretty good, pretty easy to do if you've been playing for like a month and a bit, as long as you have those builds and the right heroes. But yeah, guess we're gonna leave it at this for today, guys. Thank you all for watching. As always, if you do enjoy my content, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel to see when I upload next, click the link in the description or at the pinned comment of the video to support me as a content creator if you want to do that. And I'm gonna see you on the next one. Peace, love, take care, everyone. Bye, guys.
fight with honor. Vanquish the wicked, and you may prove worthy of your legacy.